Good morning, you guys. It's like way early for me. Um, so as the title suggests, today we are going to be cracking into the new Jimmy Bean wool box. If you've been following me for a while, you know I was not a fan of the big beanie bag. I didn't feel like it was very good value for your dollar. However, this one is $20 if you sign up for the regular subscription. If you only sign up for a quarter, I think it's $25. This is the knitting box once again. I was watching Holly over at the Proper Pineapple and her unboxing for the crochet box, the big crochet box. I will say, and oh, I just forgot your name. But over at T-Doddles, she also mentioned this, that the crochet box seemed to have a much better value than the knitting box, even excluding the extra ball a lot of people got, because they had a shipping error. But, I figured we'd go ahead and give this a shot, start off the new year. Like I said, it's nothing against Jimmy Bean. I don't think they sell bad products. I don't think their prices are normally that bad, but perceived value was way off for the big beanie box, for what you were paying for it versus what you actually received. And I've said it before in videos, I didn't mean for Knit Crate to kind of become the gold standard of subscription boxes, but you know, you're getting 2 hanks of yarn in the standard subscription for the price of 2. So essentially your perceived value is about 50% off from what you would pay at an LYS. So I don't expect brands who have to purchase at wholesale to be quite as good as Knit Crate. But I mean, I've seen Mary Maxim and Hirschner's and Annie's Attic do their mystery project boxes, and even the perceived value on those is still better than what I got from the big beanie box. So let's crack on in here. By the way, if you are not a fan of using box cutters and you're on YouTube, just because they can be a little dangerous, I highly recommend these things. You push the little blade out and it immediately retracts. It does an excellent job. These ones are disposable, and obviously that's fairly easy to dispose of. So when you compress your trash like I tend to do, you don't slice your hand open. Because I have cut myself on rotary blades that weren't encased somehow. Once again, walking accident. All right, so let's see what we got this month. Like I said, if it's just atrocious and horrible, I may cancel it and do something different. So this is what we have in here. Definite improvement on the bag for this project kit. Let's see. Our project is called Moxie, designed by Marinda Lares. I can't tell if this is a shawl or a scarf. But I actually like this project a lot more, to be honest. Just by basic appearance. Color shown not in the kit. Yeah, I got that. So I can't tell. I'm assuming shawl based on the itty bitty tiny balls that are in my bag here. But I do have a snap closure bag, which this appears to be from Namaste again. Because once again, I have another Knit Namaste notebook. Another thing of the handmade hand cream from Soak. The pen style stitch markers. Well, might help if I... Nope. Glare's still too much. Still have weird lighting in here, but I'm not quite as diffused as I was when it was sunny, at least. So, there we go. Pen style stitch markers. There's something else aside from yarn down in there. I mean, so far this is the best thing, especially since I got these already. Oh, Beekman 1802 goat milk soap, honeyed grapefruit. I don't use bar soap, but it does smell really good. And that's everything aside from my 3 super tiny. I mean, I do mean super tiny balls of yarn here. This one is gorgeous. Well, that's not bad. The camera's actually picking up much better than my eyes are. This is a Malbrigo. Can't get the little slip of paper out of it. By the way, this is called the Knit Club, Jimmy's Knit Club now. Malabrigo Arroyo. Color 852 Azules. 100% superwash merino. And this is approximately 63 yards. This little silver blue gray color feels like mercerized cotton, actually, is bamboo pop, 50% cotton, 50% bamboo, color 115 and approximately 36 yards. So we're up to like 90 yards. And the white here feels like another merino. Oh, well, I can at least show it to you. I mean, it's literally white. Longwood Sport Superwash Extra Fine Merino, approximately 43 yards. So 133 yards of yarn, 3 different brands, 2 different fiber types, which I'm not big on mixing fiber types. Just because they pull, stretch, and wear differently. So we got, it doesn't have ounces on here, and I didn't bring my scale up with me. For that, we probably got like 1/4 of a hank of DK weight yarn, fingering weight yarn. What does the size 6? So it's sportish weight, so maybe 1/3 of a hank. So that tells me if that's the kind of yarn we're getting, if we're getting about 120, 130 yards per month for 3 months, we're getting essentially 1 hank of yarn for the entire project. So that's $20 worth of value. The mesh bag is definitely better than their branded bag for me, just because I don't even wear branded clothes. Like you'll never see me with like Izod or anything else written across my clothes because I just don't wear branded garments. So to get this instead, I would definitely say is an improvement on the kit I got last time. I'm still not keen on the little partial ball thing. I mean, I'm excited to try 3 different types. I have not tried this style of Malbrigo before, so there were different phases as I started working on yarns. Malbrigo being my very first, like, splurge. And I did actually Eat Sleep Knits Malbrigo for a Year club, which was fantastic. I got to try just about everything. It was right. It was the year Rasta came out, and they couldn't get Rasta in enough time to put it in one of the kits, I don't think. And I've done a couple of projects. I did an Advent scarf a couple years ago in the lace weight. I did a beanie a tam style hat that I've been looking everywhere for this year and can't find anywhere. It was in a pink lace weight. I had some lime green worsted at one point. Anyway, so I love Malbrigo, but I've never used the other two brands or other two styles that were here. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But like I said, I'm not a big fan of mixing fibers. And I think this is a scarf based on the small amount of the yarn. So once again, we're looking at a $60 scarf. Still don't know how I feel about that. And then, I mean, we're looking at $2. I mean, I can get a big old box of those. I think it's a 100 count box of rust resistant or rust free safety pin style stitch markers. I can get a box of 100 for around $1.50 at a couple of the places I've looked. This appears to be 15. And like I said, at most, oh, sorry, the cats are up here playing. Like I said, I'm filming really early, and if you remember during Vlogmas, I was talking about their runabout, rollabout fighting and stuff, and that's what's going on now. That's how early we're filming. So like I said, this was about $1 value. This is about a 15-cent value to me, while they probably sell it for a lot more. I can get notebooks this size for around 15 cents at the Dollar Tree. I mean, they're not the dot grid paper, but if I'm going to use a grid paper like that, I'm going to want a full-size sheet, not for charting out lace or charting out color work. So for me, this is throw it in your purse and walk away kind of stuff. I did not get another needle this time. I just cut the notebook. The pattern obviously has an intrinsic value of $5 to $10. I'd probably pay $5 for this based on the picture. I mean, I love a good sampler project. This literally has, I mean, that's free at a hotel soap. If you stay at a really nice hotel, you can get really nice soap. So I guess for the first month, because we're getting a third of the pattern. So, I mean, I guess there is a value in that. Now, I would probably say this is a $10 value. So, I feel like I got my value this month in the extras at least. But I do kind of feel like the yarn is lacking a bit. While I am impressed to get Malbrigo. I mean, we did get Rowan last time. So, that had about the same value. And we did get a full ball with that along with the 3 mini balls. So this one is a less expensive box with better, I mean, we're starting out with a much better thing just in the bag alone. That's the perfect size to just drop into if you're a man, an attaché, or your backpack. I know a couple of male knitters who carry backpacks with their projects in them. Or, you know, for us ladies, a purse, obviously. I carry a far more giant purse than I need. So, I mean, to me, for like socks, mittens, gloves, like that's the perfect size bag. You just drop it in and walk away. Like, go about your day, go to your appointments, whatever you need to do, and you've got your... And I do like the fact that it is see-through. I do not like the fact that it is mesh, only because I have cats. I mean, if you have a purse explosion of some sort of powder, you would still get it on your yarn. So it's not really protecting your yarn from anything like pet dander, dust, powder, I've had a number of compacts explode in my bag in the past. So, I mean, pro con with the bag, but I do like it. I would pay $10 for the bag. So, I mean, my perceived value is already $10 with that. So, I mean, there we are. I don't feel as disappointed so far. I'm not sold that this is something I'm going to get after 3 months. So far, Knit Crate is the only one I've continued. Darn Good Yarn, the only reason why I didn't is while I really liked their mystery box, and I explained that in my review for that, I gotta free up some funds. I am trying to not stash hoard, and the projects are nice and simple. I think they would be better for a legacy project instead of just the monthly, because you are only getting the 50 grams. But you're also paying $10 for it. But yeah, so that's where we are with this one. We're in the middle. Not super excited, but not super disappointed. If I had paid what I was paying for the big beanie box for that, I would be furious. But we are, I mean, at least stepping up on things that can be used for other projects, where you're not feeling like you're just advertising or getting free marketing materials from Jimmy Bean Wool, which, like I said, that I think is what ended up peeving me off the most, is the bulk of the value in the extras came from what, in my opinion, are free marketing materials any company would hand out at a convention, conference, fiber festival, those kinds of things. So we at least are stepping it up a little bit with the non-branded products here. And I do genuinely like the pattern, and I don't think I'm going to have a problem with the yarn colors in the pattern. I am concerned about the blended fibers holding up very well together. I'm going to sip on my coffee. But I will give it a shot. I got a month to work up the first month, and we'll see how I feel about it. You'll probably see a lot of this outfit. I know I'm going to film one other video right after this, and I'm not sure if I'm going to go ahead and film a show and tell or not, because I do have a lot to show. But I did want to get this. I was kind of excited when it came yesterday, because I was hopeful this was going to be different. So I did want to hurry up and get this opened and get cracking on with that. So I'm going to go ahead and film my next video real quick, because that will be a very short video. And then I will get these uploaded, and I'll make a decision as to whether or not I feel up to filming a third video today. But I hope you guys have a wonderful day as always, and I will see you again real soon. Love you guys.